Well, now you see it, so explosive in there. Both trying to get a quick point.
Santos, the opener, again. And by far the strongest of the three Brazilians in this team. Vio is the only category B in the Italian team, but she is the reigning Paralympic champion, and that will undoubtedly be evident.
Yeah, but such is her ability, Hilary, that they put her in one of the main places. I mean, they have to choose where their fencers are going to fence, and it's very strategic in team competition. And so she had to pick up valuable points against Hong Kong, and that's what she did. Picked up valuable points and put them in contention. So 1 point up there for Vio. You see the score for Italy on top there, and then the fencers underneath. 2-0 now to Vio and to Italy. There is a time limit as well, but that time doesn't necessarily, it doesn't go, not giving foil. It's just so quick, so explosive, and it's all about right of way and priority.
Maria Santos, desperate to get a point on the board. She opened so well in the match against China, and there it is. The first point for Monica Santos. Santos will be the final fencer on the piste at the end of this match as well. So Brazil topping and tailing the order with their strongest of the three.
Yeah, that's interesting. And 4-1 now. And every time that Santos picks up a point, huge crowd appreciation. Picked up another one as well.
Vio just desperate for one more point to conclude this opening bout.
Yeah, she wants just to tighten that strap, I think, a little bit. It's just feeling a little bit uncomfortable, so the fencers have to be comfortable in the chair, and like I say, the category A just have that little bit more movement in the chair, which means that they have to try and stay in contact with it as well, with at least one buttock, otherwise they can pick up a card, and 2 yellow cards can be a point against, so they have to be careful of that. So 4-2.
The crowd going wild, but it isn't as straightforward in foil as just a light. And Vio had made the counter-attack and had the priority in that situation.
Yeah, it's all about priority, isn't it? Just explain the priority just so that people understand the priority.
Well, in foil fencing, you can either start the attack, and as long as your blade has continued to move forwards and you've not been parried, get the point on the target before your opponent, then that would count. That's the most basic of hits. Santos on target had the priority. If, however, you get parried, the priority then can go to the other opponent, and it's the person who has initiated that movement. If there's a pause in the attack or fencer retreats, then again the right of way will change. Now Vio has been given a red card, and that means a point to Santos, and suddenly after that impressive start for Vio. It's 4-all, and the next point will win this bout.
Yeah, it's interesting because she's got to pick herself up, and she does pick herself up, and, well, that was a very important point for her, but she was angry with herself, but needed to pick herself up. She was so disappointed in the last match against Hong Kong, and just head went down just a little bit. Just needs to stay focused. But that was a brilliant point, wasn't it? 5-4 then, and Italy just ahead, but it doesn't mean too much at this stage. Remember, 9 bouts and all the way through, best of 45. Well, first one to 45, not the best of. First to 45.
Bout number 2. Loredana Cigiglia, Sulin Rodolfo. And it's very close after that opening bout. I expect it to remain fairly close to start with. And now we have the opposites for the categories. So Italy have a category A fencer in Cigiglia, and Rodolfo Brazil as a category B fencer. So this could be an opportunity for Italy to increase their lead by more than 1 point.
Well, this is where they pick up the points, isn't it? And, well, where they try to pick up the points, should I say, and increase the lead.
And very quickly. Well, this is rather confusing because the scoreboard is saying Rodolfo is on the right-hand side. Rodolfo is sat on the left.
Yeah, I was just looking at my paperwork, actually, and I just thought, well, that started on the wrong side, because either that or my paperwork's in the wrong place. But
well, this is definitely Cigiglia on the right, and it's Cigiglia who scored the first 3 points. It was her light, the green light. So somewhere they're either sat on the wrong side, or the
sat on the wrong side.
Or the computer has got it.
Definitely they're sat on the wrong side, because I was thinking that when they set up for it, and I thought it was a little bit odd.
Well, the coach is just saying yes, please switch. Whether they are switching the
they're going to switch
positions, or whether they can switch the scoreboard. No, that's certainly not a true representation of the actual score.
No, I think they've got to switch the fences, because that's certainly where Vio started on the left-hand side, and that's strange. We haven't seen that before. That's a first. So now we'll see what they have to do about it, what they're going to do. So it means that they might have to just change them round.
A short break in proceedings. This a bit of an error on the referee's part. Vio just analysing her past bout. She was 4-2 up, just managed to maintain the lead, but only by 1 point on a 5-4 victory. And she seems to be a fencer, an athlete who really analyses and just wants to win, but win convincingly. She's not happy with just a victory. It's about points, and it is about points in this match. As we said, the first to 45.
Yeah, and it's amazing how it changes as the bouts progress. And then people are chasing points. The country is chasing points as well, and how it can be made up. Certain bouts and certain matches can make it up. First time we've seen this, and just a mistake, they put them on the wrong side. So it gives you a chance just to have a look how they strap the wheelchairs in, and then how they'll have to reset as well. And the wheelchairs have to be at a certain angle. And it differs just a little bit depending on whether you've got right against left, left against right, or right against right, should I say. Well, just to add a little bit of excitement to this third match in Pool B.
Well, they have now adjusted the scores accordingly. Surprised the fencers themselves hadn't noticed the name on the scoreboard. Oh, the coaches. So many eyes on this match.
Yeah, they noticed. I'm surprised they didn't pick up on it just before they began, actually. Still haven't set the distance yet, and they'll have to do it to the person with the shortest reach, the way they normally do it, and then they'll set the wheelchairs at that distance, and now it's all ready to go. 8-4 to Italy. This is a crucial one for Italy to pick up points, and of course Brazil will try and save as many as they possibly can. The mismatch comes in as that it's class A, category A against a category B. That's 9 points, just one off now. This is up to 10, and it's all over. So that was very, very quick there. Giulia of Italy making short work and to get the points. So now Italy on 10. So 5-0 Giulia against Rodolfo in their individual match standings, and total of 10 for Italy.
And after that little pause in proceedings, Italy seem to be taking the control. 6-point lead after just 2 bouts. Next up, Andrea Mogos of Italy up against Karina Maya. Their opening bout of their second match. The third match of Pool B, the second match for these two teams. And this is the deciding match as well, as both have lost to Hong Kong, China. The winner of this will come second in the pool and make it through to the semi-finals. The losers will have a chance to battle it out for 5th or 6th place. trying to pull back a little bit of that deficit.
Yeah, Mogos picking up another point there, so still 5 different. He's doing very well there, just that little flick, and just picks up another point.
Nothing allowed on that last point, but here Mogos with the counter attack, making it 2 apiece. Counter attack from Mogos. Even though she was off target, it stopped Maya's point from counting. Italy 2 points away from closing this bout. And Mogos really helping Italy's chances in this team competition. And the final point she needed to take it to 15, 5 points to 2 over Karina Maya.
Yeah, so just picking a point, and 15 now to Italy, and leading this match very comfortably, and still 6 matches still to come. So there it is, you can see it, 15-6, and just opening up the lead.
Now Brazil trailed Hong Kong in their first match more dramatically than this at this stage, so they'll be taking confidence from the fact that they are still very much in the competition, but they can't afford for this gap to grow much more. And someone who isn't happy just with the lead, who will want to extend that lead. Beatrice Vio just applying her prosthetic. 4-limb amputee, the young Italian Category B fencer. But she will now face a Category B fencer as well, and this for Vio should be a straightforward bout. Making sure that prosthetic is firmly attached. Sleeve goes on first. The prosthetic attached over the sleeve, and then the foil will be screwed into the end of her prosthesis. And that is how she manages to control the weapon. A little assistance from the coach. Well, enjoying the support from the crowd. Solen Rodolfo.
Yeah, she's against the Paralympic champion. She knows that she's got her work cut out, but she's going to enjoy the experience anyway, and the crowd are really behind her, trying to encourage her.
Mexican wave flying around the Carioca Arena. Brazil competing in front of this crowd in the pools of the team relay. At the moment, not looking likely of making it through to the semi-finals. But nothing is concluded until 45 points are reached here in this match.
Yeah, the Italian coach there just having a little word with Beatrice Vio, exactly what he wants. But she is so focused, and I recognise it. You see a few athletes in your time that just have that grit and determination, and she is one of them, and it's incredible to see. So 15-6, and watch out for the explosive Vio as soon as and there she is, just straight away into the attack.
I will expect her to quickly get to the 5 points that she's after, and Theo will be hoping to give nothing away to Sulen Rodolfo, and at the moment she is managing this very smoothly.
Well, just the speed and the accuracy is absolutely incredible. It's all over, and that was over in a couple of seconds, wasn't it? It really was, and Rodolfo will wonder, well, what hit her? Paralympic champion.
Or how many times
she got hit, but my goodness.
Oh, just a different class. Both in the same category. In wheelchair fencing, but a different class when it comes to the skill.
So 26, Italy lead, and very comfortable lead they have.
Well, it's starting to look like Brazil could see a repeat of their dramatic defeat against Hong Kong, China. Only 6 points scored. And we're now already through the first 4 of the 9 bouts. For this fencer, Monica Santos up against Andrea Mogos, the Italian. Santos, definitely the strongest of the 3 in the Brazilian team, and with such fighting spirit we've seen her come out with. What can she produce against Mogos? Mogos, the least experienced of the Italian trio, up against the strongest of the 3 Brazilian team.
Yeah, 28 years of age, Mogos. And Santos, 33. From Turin, but she was born in Vaslui in Romania. So 26, Italy lead. And the point goes up, that's 21 now to Italy.
Santos embracing this competition, fired up by the support of the crowd. She wants to get as many points on Mogos as she can. She needs something quite spectacular to put Brazil in the lead. And for Mogos, it's just a matter of reaching 25 points as quickly as she can. Santos, however, trying to slow the process down, and already 1 point on the board.
Yeah, every time gets a point, she celebrates well, but just picking up points. And like you say, it's just delaying the process, really, but still, Santos fencing well.
Mogos not letting her opponent increase the lead. Santos trying to stay within reach. She's trying to limit the damage that Italy are doing to Brazil in this final match of Pool B.
A little bit of advice there for Andrea Mogos. Well, it's up to the referee to decide who actually gets priority, who initiated. So they've got to work a little bit harder, haven't they, referee here?
Well, quite often under a lot of pressure as well. And there it is, awarded to Brazil. Three apiece. Mogos against Santos. A lovely flick over the back by Mogos. A hit that should be applauded. Oh, another beauty there by the Italian. Santos certainly put up a good fight. Mogos for Italy, winning 5 points. To Karina Myers, sorry, to Monica Santos's 3. And that means Italy just continue to extend that lead. Two beautiful flicks to finish off that bout. Well, that will bring Italy to 25, Brazil 9, trailing by 16 points. Loredana Triglia back up for Italy, facing Karina Maia of Brazil.
Well, they have a good lead and it's comfortable, but will they have a plan now? Does it matter? Is it all about just getting the points and getting themselves through to the semi-final?
Well, Italy were very upset at their loss to Hong Kong as they'd led for so much of it. They wanted a strong seed going into the semi-final, and now it's just a matter of making it into that semi-final with as little stress as possible. Maya getting her first point on the target of Triglia, but Italy just one more point needed to finish the sixth bout. A warning to Triglia. No points deducted on the first warning. Lovely flick there. And that concludes the sixth bout. And another straightforward victory for the Italians. 5 points to Karina Myers 1.
Yeah, so everything going according to plan for Italy.
That was the only point scored by Brazil. And what a lovely counter attack. Just as Maya was retreating, came forwards with a flick over the back. And it's getting a little drastic for Brazil as they trail with just 10 points to Italy's 30. Andrea Mogos back on for Italy. Slobodan Rodolfo trying to limit the damage for Brazil. She is a Category B fencer now facing a Category A fencer, so don't expect Brazil to really make much of an inroad into the score at this stage.
No, well, they knew it was going to be very, very difficult. This very strong Italian squad. But they need to really, I guess the main aim is to pick up as many points as they possibly can, be as competitive as they can be in each of the bouts.
Three bouts remain. This is the final bout for these two fencers, Mogos and Rodolfo. Both wanting to finish the match on a personal high. both have the opportunity to fence again, whether it's in a semi-final or whether it's in the 5th, 6th position match. And it's looking as though Italy will be in that semi-final. Bodiwar just come undone from Rodolfo's foil. But all back on guard, and the bout continues. On target with the counter-attack. And Mogos continues to extend the lead for Italy.
Yeah, it just needs one more point. One more point needed. And then it will be 2 bouts still to come in this 9-bout competition, team competition.
Counter parry followed by counter parry, but both off target. And they're finishing it off nicely for Italy. Job done by Andrea Mogos. 5 points to Sulen Rodolfo 0. And quite possibly expected with an A that's meeting a B.
So a very comfortable match for Italy in this final match in the Pool B. There you see it, 35-10. Not impossible, but very unlikely comeback from Brazil. But they're really here because, of course, Brazil are hosts of the Olympic Games, and so they've put a team forward and they're here for experience. And of course the audience realise that as well. Absolutely every point that they score is celebrated. And Karina Mayer, she is A category fencer. Beatriz Vio is a B category fencer, but she is the gold medalist from this Paralympic Games. She is so explosive and she'll be after quick points here. She really moves off the A of Ali, I was going to say, but then she just gets a yellow card there. She was just about to go, so she was just jumping the gun a bit. 1 point up for Vio straight away. There's the second.
You wouldn't realise Vio would be in a lower category on this match here.
Absolutely, look at that. 3 points just all within milliseconds, and the speed is phenomenal. There's the 4th point. She's almost finished the match. And one back for Maya. And it's all over. So, yep, she got it. And now total is up to 40 for Italy. And that was, again, a brilliant performance. Slight mismatch, probably. But Beatriz Vio will go through, will put Italy firmly in the lead there on 40. They just need 5 now to get through to the semi-final. So one bout still to come, and there you can see it, 40-11, and that is a mountain, very big mountain to climb.
Well, I don't like to use the word impossible when it comes to sport, because anything can happen, but there are only 3 minutes on the clock per bout, and we've not got anywhere close to even 30 seconds in the 8 bouts so far. And now the fighting spirit of Monica Santos will need to do something incredible if she is to overcome that deficit. Loredana Triglia just needs 5 points. And she can afford, for several mistakes, she can afford to give away so many points to Santos. And unless something miraculous happens in this Carioca arena, Brazil won't be making it through to that semi-final.
No, I think Triglia will have her own idea on what she's going to do here right now. And that little flick over the top there just gets her another point. So 4 to go. And that was one from Santos.
And she is going to celebrate every point she gets. The strongest in the Brazilian team, but not able to do this single-handedly.
Oh, another one from Santos. So 2-1 ahead in their bout, but it's another one back for Brazil. 41-13. And just been told there, Triglia, about her stance in the chair, her body position, should I say. Oh, and again, I think flick shot just straight over. Another point, 3 points now needed to put Italy into the semi-final. 2 points and it's all over. Well, she's still fighting, Santos. She really is. She doesn't want to go yet. Not quite yet.
Well, she'll be proud of her performance. And every point, and even those that don't register, the effort that Monica Santos is putting into this match, doing her absolute utmost. So even if she can beat Triglia on the score sheet, 3 apiece. Triglia over Santos, and Santos going wild as she goes 4-3 up. The Brazilian crowd not really noticing the overall team score at the moment. They are just getting behind Monica Santos, who is giving it absolutely everything. She's not going to leave this piece without a fight.
No, she's not going to go. Had said she wanted to stay out there, enjoying the crowd participation as well, and enjoying the experience. And another one picked up there for Santos. Well, you said that it was possible for Triglia to make some mistakes. She just needs to keep her cool, really.
Well, she'll be frustrated at herself, Triglia, but there's no threat here. One more point needed for the Italian team to wrap it up.
And trying that little flick shot again there, Triglia. Didn't quite happen. 1 point left to get, and Italy will be into the semi-final, and that's it. That's all over, and Italy 45-15 in the end, and a big cheer there for Monica Santos. Monica Santos, a little private competition, I think, going on there. Just really trying to produce a personal best performance and trying to be competitive with everybody that she's up against, and she has been. She's snuck quite a few points and fenced very, very well. There we can see it. Italy then 45 and Brazil